I have spent the last 30 years in the development sector. I've worked in Africa, in Asia and the Middle East, mainly with development issues related to civil society. Throughout my career, one of my main preoccupations has been how to ensure that we plan and implement projects in such a way that they are meeting real needs and are responsive to the ever-changing environment, and that we are able to adapt projects according to what we learn from implementing them. Within development, very often we see that there are major problems in both the planning stage and in the implementation. Very often this is due to lack of insights in the various methods that are available in developing planning and implementation, and the lack of awareness of what the different methods can provide to the development process and what they're not so good at. So it's very important that we as development practitioners are very aware of the pros and cons and are able to select the best methods for the various stages in the development process and for the diverse activities that we undertake. This is an advanced project planning course. What we'll do is to look at the entire project cycle, right from the planning and until evaluation of the projects. What we'll do is to look at the different stages and identify the challenges at these stages, and then try to look at how best to address some of these issues by applying different kinds of methods and approaches in the development process. What we intend to is, on the one hand, to introduce these new theories, but on the other hand, and that's very important, we'll actually use the theories on our own development experience. So it's a very practical oriented course. At the same time, it's also very praxis-oriented in the sense that it will look at the strong and the weak sides of the various theories and support the participants in critically assessing when to use what kind of methods throughout the development. This is a course for people who feel confident in using logical framework approaches to development planning. But at the same time, you've probably reached a stage where you realize that this method cannot stand alone, and there's a need for supplementary methods to improve your planning. The course can be attended by people who are involved in planning, implementation, or management of development organizations. This course is different in the way that even though we have an overall curricula for the course and the content of the course, we will really take the point of departure in the experience of the participants and try to respond to some of the challenges that have been experienced by them in their development practice. Another area where this course is different is that even though there's a lot of theory, it's very practical oriented, and we put great emphasis on ensuring that people feel confident in using these theories in practice.